Attention, please. Thank you. We are going to finish early. Everybody's had a long day. It's very hot in here. You've worked very hard. We really appreciate the commitment that you've shown. It's been a pleasure working with such a committed group of people. We deeply appreciate that. It's been a privilege to work with you. We know that it's a hot day and that you're working hard and we want to finish early. But what we're working on in this next 45 minutes is important. Somebody was asking me in the break, why is the delivery chain important? Let me just try and explain. First of all, you remember at 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, we asked the teachers, what do they want from you? There are many things they want from you that they're not getting. So they don't think the delivery chain is working either because the relationship between them and you isn't working, and the relationship between you and the province isn't working. Or at least it's not working perfectly. And all of you, whether you're in secondary schools or the chief minister or an EDO or a teacher or a head teacher, all of you need to be asking all the time, how does what I do change the life of a child in a school? How does what I do influence what happens in a classroom in school? How much of your day, how much of the things you do really change the life of a child? This is why the delivery chain matters, because everything you do, the EDO DG Khan said this earlier, everything should be focused on changing the life of a child in the school. That's why the delivery chain is important. And when you look at delivery chain, not just here in Punjab, but everywhere in the world, there are weaknesses, weak links, poor relationships, things not working as well as they could. Even if it's quite good, you can always make it better. So this exercise is about strengthening the delivery chain. And when you get the delivery chain working well, everything you do has more effect. Everything you do has more impact on a child's life. Everything you do improves the performance. So it's about getting the articulation of the delivery chain more effective. Rather a long piece of translation, but I'm relying on you.
माइकल ये कह रहे हैं कि इस मॉड्यूल में हम डिलीवरी चेन पढ़ेंगे। इससे पहले हम डिटेल में जाए, माइकल ये बता रहे हैं कि डिलीवरी चेन इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों है। वो एग्जाम्पल दे रहे हैं कि जिस तरह सुबह हमने आपसे पूछा कि आपको स्कूल डिपार्टमेंट की क्या क्या चीज़ें चाहिए, और आपके पास बहुत ज़्यादा रिकमेंडेशन थी कि स्कूल डिपार्टमेंट में फैसिलिटीज पे काम करे, पॉलिटिकल इंटरवेंशन रोके, फंड दे, ट्रांसफर पॉलिसी, सब कुछ। इसी तरह जब हेड टीचर्स और टीचर से पूछा गया, बहुत सी ऐसी चीज़ें जो आपसे चाहते हैं कि आप उनकी हेल्प करें। तो बेसिकली डिलीवरी चेन, जिस तरह हमने शुरू में बात की थी, डिलीवरी चेन है ही आपस में अफराद के ताल्लुकात। तो अगर आपको स्कूल डिपार्टमेंट से वो सब चीज़ें नहीं मिल रही जो आपको चाहिए, और टीचर्स और हेड टीचर्स को वो चीज़ें नहीं मिल रही आपसे जो उनको चाहिए आपसे, इसका मतलब है कहीं ना कहीं उस लिंक में या उस रिलेशनशिप में कोई इनफेक्टिवनेस है, कोई वीकनेस है। और आपको ये सोचना चाहिए कि डिलीवरी चेन के एंड पे स्टूडेंट्स हैं। आप जो कुछ भी करते हैं और डिलीवरी चेन में हर इंसान जो कुछ भी करता है, उसका इवेंचुअल इफेक्ट बच्चों पे पड़ता है, उनकी तालीम पे पड़ता है। इसलिए ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हमें पता हो कि डिलीवरी चेन में कौन कौन से लिंक्स हैं और कहाँ कहाँ वीकनेसेस हैं। अगर हम एक बार आइडेंटिफाई कर लें कि पूरी डिलीवरी चेन में जो चीफ मिनिस्टर स्टार्ट होती है और बच्चों पे जाके खत्म होती है, अगर हमें पता चल जाए कि कौन सा लिंक वीक है, हम अपनी तवज्जो उस वीक लिंक को या उस वीक रिलेशनशिप को दुरुस्त करने में लगा सकते हैं। जिस तरह आज की गुफ्तगू से हमें ये पता चला कि टीचर्स, हेड टीचर्स और EDOs के दरमियान जो लिंक है वो भी कमज़ोर है। इसी तरह EDOs और DCOs के दरमियान जो लिंक है वो भी कमज़ोर है, और EDOs का जो स्कूल डिपार्टमेंट या सेक्रेटरी स्कूल्स के साथ या चीफ मिनिस्टर के साथ लिंक है वो भी कमज़ोर है। तो अब इस एक्सरसाइज में हम उस डिलीवरी चेन को ड्रॉ करेंगे, उसको बनाएंगे सिर्फ अपनी समझ के लिए कि हमें पता चल जाए कि कौन कौन से रिलेशनशिप्स हैं और कहाँ पे वीकनेसेस लाए करते हैं।
Thank you very much, Ali. The exercises, I'm going to simplify a little bit from what we said before. So the exercise is to work at your table, have some conversation about the strengths and weaknesses of the links in the delivery chain. Your facilitator will help you. And then try, with the help of your facilitator, as Simon has begun to do here, to draw the delivery chain. Most importantly, focusing on how you can strengthen the links in the chain. And we're going to spend about 20 minutes in total on that, and then have some conversation. So we'll try and finish that exercise in 20 minutes, so 5 to 6. Then we'll have some conversation, and then we'll come to a conclusion of the day and try and finish at 6:15. Ali, just summarize that. Thank you.
बेसिकली अगले 20 मिनट में हम सारे अपनी टेबल पे उस ब्राउन शीट पे डिलीवरी चेन बनाएंगे जिसकी भी हमने बात की. 20 मिनट डिलीवरी चेन बनाएंगे, उसके बाद अगले 10 से 15 मिनट उस डायग्राम को डिस्कस करेंगे और कंक्लूजन पे रीच करेंगे कि कौन से लिंक से हम कंट्रोल हैं और कौन से छोड़.
Thank you. Okay, over to the facilitators. Time is up. Start. Time's up. Ali, I'm amazed how much energy there is in the room. It's so late in the day after so much hard work in a hot room. So it's fantastic to hear this energy. Lots of arguments at every table. So you see the power of the delivery chain as a way of making people think about these relationships. So, Simon, I want to come to your group first. Tell us what that beautiful diagram represents.
I live in London in England, and we have a railway station there called Clapham Junction, which is the busiest railway station in the whole of England. And I just get reminded of looking down on Clapham Junction when I look at something like this, because of its complexity, the number of relationships and lines. Let me just ask one of my colleagues just briefly to summarise. Thank you.
Melissa, please have the honor. In education hierarchy, Chief Minister is a pivotal role, and then there is Chief Secretary, who is answerable to Chief Minister, and Secretary of Education, who is answerable to Chief Secretary. And at this moment, EDO education is a very complex personality which is surrounding all of many high officers. Secretary of Education, DCO, DPI Elementary, DPI Secondary, Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education, Punjab Examination Commission, and a single one person is performing duties on many kinds of officers, and he is the pivotal role at district level. EDO education, next to EDO education, DO Secondary, which is officers of high schools and higher secondary schools. DO Elementary Male, which is an officers of primary schools and elementary schools, male. DO Elementary W, which is officers of primary and elementary schools. Girls, they are all answerable to EDO education. And then deputy DOs, passive level, they are answerable to their respective DO elementary. Male is answerable to DO elementary male, and female are answerable to DO elementary female. And then there is mother level officers, assistant education officers, which are the bone of education department, and which are playing key role if they can play. Assistant education officers are answerable to deputy district education officers. Then there is central headmasters and central headmisters. They are collecting information from lower corners and give it to assistant education officer. Then there is a head teachers, secondary school, higher secondary schools, elementary schools, and primary schools. There is a liaison between head teachers and school teachers and students. And the third, parents. These three are the main characters: parents, students, teachers. These are the main characters of quality education. They are coordinating between them and give a good result.
Thank you very much. So, if you follow, this is the classic delivery chain through the education department, and if you follow the story, depending on how you count it, there are either 10 or 11 links in that chain, 10 or 11 levels of hierarchy before you influence a student. So when the Chief Minister announces a roadmap, there are 11 different elements in the delivery chain that have to change before it makes any difference to a student. So it's a complicated thing. That's why in the roadmap, this session is very important, because the role of the EDO is absolutely at the centre of the diagram. The colleague here talked about some other elements of the chain, not this core chain, but some other ones.
I am Mansoor Sen, District Education Officer, Elementary. Our topic is